Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is your host Jiggity Jack signing on to a game of the forest. And in this video I got 13 tips to get you guys started. Main things just to keep you guys alive and the best places to look out for. And with that being said, let's dive right into it. So your first tip's gonna be coming up right here at the beginning as soon as you guys get off the plane. There's a lot of good stuff here, so keeping a good eye open, pick up whatever you can. But the best thing about it is if you guys leave a place marker, or I guess stick marker I guess it's called in this game, you can always come back and a lot of this stuff is going to respawn. It's always good to keep in mind. And now, step 2, you guys are covered in blood as soon as we get off that plane. So there's a puddle actually right beside the plane. Jump down there, go for a little swim, get that blood off you before the infection kicks in. Number 3, find a good place to build, and then without spending a bunch of time on that, just build a little hunting shelter on the side. This here will give you a good place to save. You gotta do that quite often, and it only takes a minute. And that leads right into tip 5. These hunting shelters are great for finding little birds. They love to land on top. You ever get hungry, just go over to your hunting shelter, wait a minute, and you're bound to get a bird on top. And try to grab those feathers too. That's going to come up here in a minute. Number 6, go down, find the coastline. We got to find a couple of these turtles. You definitely got to get some those water storages here in a hurry, because once it rains, you kind of want these out. You don't want to miss the rain because it's not super often. But make sure to grab that shell. Head back to your camp. Try to get one of the water collectors out, if not 2. More the better. Now this is a good one. Tip 7, build and use the log sleds. If you guys are doing any type of building, you're going to need at least one of these, if not 2. They help big time. Check this out. When you got a couple hundred logs to get, this is the way to do it. Tip 8, check the plane for the respawning items. This here was where we started off. Going back to our little stick marker. It's a little tricky to jump up here, but once you get up, it's no problem. There's always your medicine, they respawn, a little bit of food, your drinks, your soda. You can't go wrong, so I always try to build a camp not too far from here. And tip 9, careful of the way the trees fall down. As you can see right here, my little house symbol, and the tree falls on top of it, and there goes my shelter. Pretty self-explanatory. Tip 10, when you're cold, just light a fire, warm you right up, stand by there, throw something on there on the barbecue, get some nutrients in you, and you're good to go. Number 11, craft a bow and arrow as soon as you can. You're going to go through a lot of arrows, and the bow is one of the best things to keep yourself some distance against whatever you're trying to shoot, or if you're just trying to catch supper. And number 12, you're gonna have to fight these guys eventually one time or another. There is no avoiding them, but when you do, or when you see them come running at you, make sure to use your block. It's gonna save you a lot. You can also throw these guys' body weight on the fire too. It makes it so there's no disease in the area. It keeps everything nice and clean, and you can also save the bones from them for different weapons and tools as well. And number 13, the easy way to get out of the cave. You can get super lost in here, so just take the easy way, unless you want to do a little exploring and don't mind dying. So as soon as you cut yourself down, you're going to see this guy hanging there. Right behind him, you'll see that rope. If you go downhill, you're going to miss this, so turn right around as soon as you start. just climb up the rope, and this is the way out. If you guys go down, it's a lot harder to get out, and you're probably going to get lost or end up dead. And with that, I'm going to call it a day, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and I appreciate all the comments and tips below. If you have anything you want me to add to the next tips and tricks video, feel free to write them in there. And thanks a lot for sticking around. I appreciate you guys, and see you guys on the next one.